Hello, welcome to today's reading. So, I was feeling called to do a reading, and today's question is, what are we transitioning into? So, I've got 3 different piles. Our first card is the Creature of Earth, Take Charge, the Judge with Poetic Justice, or the Martyr, Sacrifice and Self-Reflection. I've got 3 different decks for each pile. Pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Okay, pile 1. So we are starting with the Creature of Earth. Before I get into your tarot cards, let's examine this card a bit. So when looking at the Creature of Earth, I notice a couple things right away. And that's that this woman is riding on this what is that thing? It's like, is it a prairie dog? They live in the ground, maybe? But anyway, she's riding this giant animal. The people below her are gardening. They are planting seeds, more specifically. So, planting seeds, manifesting new things, starting new growth, starting new paths. There is a lot of stars, and they kind of have lines in them, like maybe they're specific stars, which makes me think of maybe the zodiac, not just the galaxy. I don't know why it makes me think of the zodiac, but I'm feeling like maybe if you know anything about your houses, if you're into astrology and you know anything about your houses, that might be important for you. This guiding light, there's a new direction you are going in that will be bringing money or prosperity, bringing fruits to your labor. Okay, so that is going to be our main card of this. Let's get some tarot cards. The 9 of Wands. Oh, okay, and we'll just do both of these in the order that they popped up in. So the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. Very interesting. So in this 9 of Wands, and this is not going to be necessarily according to the traditional meanings of the cards. It'll definitely be more so just what I see in them. I don't know if that's focusing. Okay, well, anyway. These purple fields are so beautiful and so prominent in this, and that makes me think of royalty. I remember hearing somewhere once before that purple and gold were colors of royalty. I don't know how true or not true that may be, but that is the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this. Also, 9 of Wands. We all know 10s are completion. So she is almost there, and she's kind of looking back a little bit. It doesn't necessarily look like she's looking at the gem, but maybe past it, maybe checking to make sure that no one is there, making sure she's good while she, gets her, not necessarily, I don't want to use the word trophies, but gets things in order. I'm seeing peace, but it wasn't always that. It wasn't always peaceful. And this sense of peace probably hasn't connected with you yet. You don't feel peace yet, even though you're there, even though, you're just about at the end of this. Next, we've got the Seven of Wands. It's not focusing. She is clearly under attack. But that's actually not the first thing I notice. The first thing I notice is that she is defending herself. She's clearing a path. It's not necessarily in a sense of hostility either. Certain things just need to be done in order for you to get where you're going. And maybe you are a person that this was you. There had to be a lot of flow, a lot of maybe attack, maybe a lot of things you had to do in order to move past it that you might not have necessarily felt proud of or wanted to do. But you're almost done with that. Things will be peaceful. And again, more purple. Peace is coming. Peace is very, very close. And I think things are a bit hectic right now, and it's stopping you from being able to see how close you are to the end, how close you are to peace. Maybe not the end, but to the new journey, to sowing new seeds. So there's something that you are manifesting or had been manifesting. And it's time for you to, it's almost time for you to see the work that you put in. It's time. It's just about time to stop fighting and start enjoying. And lastly, this Four of Cups. Even though the whole, cups thing, well, not all of them, but the Four of Cups thing is all about not noticing that something is being handed to you. That's not really what I get from this. I get that, again, you just are so used to the struggle or have been defending or fighting off things for so long. And you are at a spiritual level that is new. You are grounded. You can see spirit. You are connected with spirit. Spirit is all around you. Things are growing. You're bonding with Earth, creature of Earth. You are connecting with Mother Earth. And you are happy for the three things, that the three cups that you have. You are happy for the things that you can notably see are growing. However, just like she is still looking over her shoulder, this Four of Cups is just so focused on trying to maybe get there the right way that you're not really noticing the answer is being handed to you. The end is a cup away. It just eye-opening away. So what are we transitioning into? We're transitioning into this creature of Earth. We are learning to stop the fight and notice that there's nothing wrong with the fight. Be grounded and be peaceful, but without allowing the fight to blind you or worry you, without allowing the fear of things turning out the same way they did before or turning out the way they have happened in the past, to not allow that fear to stop you from celebrating your wins and noticing that peace is almost here. Okay, let's see your oracle cards. Let's move these over. I will keep that upside down. Let's move these up. We've got 2, 2, 2 with alignment. Have you been seeing 2, 2, 2 a lot? We've got 5, 5, 5 with change. This fits perfectly. And an 1144 with leveling up. Yeah, it makes sense that they're in reverse. You are spiritually aligned and you are leveling up. It's just a matter of not seeing them change. And it's a butterfly on it too. It's so cool. And we're talking about transitioning into something. The change that you need to make within yourself, the letting go of the fear is most likely the change. But embrace change. Change can be good. Don't allow thinking that you are not in alignment or that you are not leveling up to stop you from change. We'll see if more comes to me. Okay. Be bold. Envision yourself living a life that you love. Exactly. You're in tune and it is coming. Peace is near. You know, more purple in this one too, I just noticed. And in the leveling up. Be bold. Don't allow fear to hold you back. Start envisioning that you are already living the life that you love. Determination and hard work are as important as talent. Don't let anyone discourage you. Yes, rejection and criticism hurt, but get used to it. Determination and hard work are as important as talent. This brings me back to this creature of earth. The people down here are in a field. They are planting. They don't have big tools. It looks like they might even be using branches to divide these plants and to dig up this dirt. They're using what they have. It's a struggle. But this giant lady here that might almost even be a spirit to them and appears to maybe even be pregnant. She is a symbol of them birthing prosperity, a symbol of them birthing, starting the foundations of birthing something new, a new life, a life of peace, a life of not having to look over your shoulder, a life where you are not fighting, and a life where you can be grounded and still be aware. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to work for it. There is struggle, but don't allow that to make you think that the blessing isn't going to come, that the fruit isn't going to grow. Do not confuse dreams with wishes. There is a difference. Dreams are where you visualize yourself being successful at what's important to you, for you to accomplish. And dreams build conviction. Do not confuse your dreams with wishes. Be clear on what it is that you want. You're transitioning into a time where what you're planting is ready to grow. So make sure that you're clear on what it is that you're planting, and that you're not confusing what you wish for with what your dreams are. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. I think that's the same as this. A bad habit I know I have. And it's not necessarily that it's a bad thing, but it is a habit that can stop you from listening to your intuition. Is that anytime I need to make a decision, I need to ask like 5 of my friends first, get their opinions on it, and then sit with spirit to make my decision on what I'm going to do. And maybe in this case, maybe in where you're transitioning into, where you're going, how to get the whatever the last battle is, the transition. Look at that. That 9 of Wands is right next to this 5 of Five of Change with the butterfly. Almost at the change. That's beautiful. I lost my train of thought. I got so distracted by this, I lost my train of thought. Yes, I have to ask 5 friends, but maybe whatever you're going through right now, switch it up. Sit and meditate. Sit with spirit and allow yourself to make your own decision. People are going to lead you wrong. They have their version of the truth and what they see and what they think is best. And that might not necessarily be what is best for you. So take your time. Take your time and make a decision that's right for you. You need a big fucking hug. Something's going on. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you're angry. A little bit of both. Let your emotions play out. Give yourself the hug. Give yourself some grace. If there's someone else in the house with you, just walk up to them and hug them. Just allow yourself to feel your emotions. It's okay to be sad or to be upset in this transitional period, because we don't know, change is coming and we don't know what it'll be. So, okay, our chakra cards are the solar plexus with self-confidence. I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I am here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others as they give me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. I trust in a higher power, and I am open to new challenges. That fits perfectly with what this reading was about. More work in the solar plexus, so I would take the time to really make sure we're working on that we are trusting our gut, that we are dancing, moving our hips, eating healthy, as well as, individually working on what the things these cards are saying, working on our self-confidence. And this one says, the warrior, that 7 of Wands. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. I unfold my full potential as an empowered person with a true sense of who I am. I grow in consciousness as I overcome and transcend life's challenges. I need the warrior inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous in moving forward. This is perfect. This is what I was trying to say about this 7 of Wands. Don't feel bad about the fight. The fight is what helped you get here. Don't try to shut that out. Don't try to ignore it. Don't get so caught up in being in tune and grounded and spiritual that you feel you need to lose the fight, or that you feel you need to be paranoid. Don't allow the fear of needing to fight hold you back. Okay, we have a lot of chakra cards for this pile. The throat. Connect with spirit. Oh my God, these are falling in line. So wonderful. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self or my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I will benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. There's just no words. That fits perfectly. You meditate, you connect with spirit, you ask, and it is given. 2 more. The base chakra or the root chakra. Independence. This change is going to bring upon a new level of independence. Or you recently, either this change is bringing a new level of independence, or you recently moved into a new level of independence. Yeah. Okay. This one says, I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. This is perfect. There's just no need to explain. And our last one, the sacral chakra. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. This one's powerful. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. Interesting, it would use the word martyr. If you want to, also watch pile 3. The spirit for that one was the martyr. I choose not to be a martyr. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinion and solutions to their life challenges. And if I am in doubt, I will ask them. I take responsibility for my own happiness. I feel like this one might have been specifically for a certain person that needed to hear it. Okay. That was pile 1. I feel like it might have even been talking to me. This was a very deep pile, very spot on, very to the point. I hope you enjoyed this pile, and bye. Hello, pile 2. You picked the Judge, Poetic Justice. So there's 2 sides in this, very clearly. That is the first thing that pops out to me, the 2 sides. And in these pillars, the designs actually remind me of stars and the moon. And the design is the same on both sides. So either side, both sides are even, the scales, which also makes me think of Libra, if that happens to connect with you in any way. Both sides are intense. Both sides are even. This makes me think of energy cleansing. This spirit is here to help you cleanse your energy, cleanse your mind, and be able to unbiasedly choose the right path for you, to be the judge, to be the justice for your own life. The way this sun or moon, this power source is raining down, pouring onto both sides. It's cleansing their aura and allowing them that unbiased, transparent eye that is needed to bind both sides together for fairness. One side of this scale has the sun and the other one has the moon. Get that? Because there's two sides to everything and both are equally important. So the first card we've got here is the Page of Pentacles. First thing I notice about her, she's young. She's got on a book bag. She's standing on this edge of this road. It could even be a cliff with how far away the city looks, but she's in nature. I wonder what these, I guess they're flowers, but this just looks like she's got something new. It puts me in the mind of when you get your very first paycheck and you don't really have a lot of responsibilities yet, and so you're like, oh my god, I can do so many things, before that joy gets ripped of us and our paychecks are gone before we see them. That's this. It's fresh. It's endless possibilities. New things are opening up for you, probably financially, but if not, at least just in prosperity. New opportunities are coming. Followed by this Ace of Cups. The light is in the way. Let's see. Okay. Well, now it's a little dark. Well, anyway. This Ace of Cups, the very first thing I noticed is obviously the overflowing water. And with water so often being tied to our emotions, it makes me feel like this new opportunity is giving you also an overflow of emotions. Maybe you're just overwhelmingly happy about this new opportunity. Or just overwhelmed in general. There's so many possibilities here. You're being handed these opportunities. I want to use a different word. You're being handed something that you deep down have been really wanting, maybe in the silence, in your silent prayers, in your emotions, in your mind, something that only you know you are craving. You are being handed it in abundance. It's a new day. See the sun right behind it. This is a new day, a new opportunity, new love. I don't think I have more on that. But something is new and overflowing in abundance, which is great with this Page of Pentacles and with the Judge, honestly. This is all looking great. It's daytime here. It could possibly be dusk or dawn with this orangey color, but I'm assuming this is a new day, just like the sun is out here. Now, this one, the Six of Swords. That's a stark contradiction to the rest of what's going on here. It is still the same type of day. And it looks like they're heading to it. So I see sadness, grief. She's beaten up. This has been a long fight for her. There is assistance. I do feel that this other person is on her side. It could even be a guide. They also seem to be sad. Maybe sad for her as they move her away from the struggle. There has been tough times that you just were in. And maybe that's where you were yearning to get out of. And something new is being provided to you to answer your call. And you are moving out of that time of defeat and into this new day. You're heading toward the sun, toward this new day. Away from the fight. Okay, let's move into some of our oracle cards. Ooh. Security. Okay, and I'm getting financial security, with it being next to the Page of Pentacles. Oh, and that's our only number, only angel number. Okay. Let's move into some gold cards. I'm not goal oriented so much as I'm constantly aware of what I'm passionate about, and I'm constantly updating the list. Not all of us are. Is that blurry? There we go. Not all of us are the type of person to stick to one thing. And that's okay. You kind of just float through and you get excited about new things, and this is one of those times for you to get excited about new things. And that's okay. It's okay to be constantly passionate about the next thing and constantly updating that list and then striving toward those goals. There was no magic to it. I just wrote constantly and kept trying to get better and nurtured delusions. It's totally normal. The word write really stood out to me in this one. So if you are a writer or someone that journals daily, or just simply have something you want to get better at, maybe it's not writing, keep staying consistent on it. Keep trying it. Nurture delusions. So maybe you're still in this Six of Swords energy. You haven't noticed, this handing of abundance and happiness yet, but you want it. Keep feeding it. Keep lying to yourself. I hate to use the word lying because it will happen eventually, but just keep telling yourself you're already there. Keep trying over and over. Keep journaling. Keep writing about what it is that you want and where it is you want your life to be right now, because it's on the way. You're strong. You're a Kelly Clarkson song. You got this. Maybe try paying attention to the things that you're watching, the things you're listening to, the things that you are feeding your mind. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Well, this one says, stop talking. Anyway, stop talking. Maybe you don't tell people your plans. Not everyone has your best in heart. I can't think how that saying goes. Has your best intentions at heart, might be how it goes. But just stop talking. People are saying things to you that you do need to pay attention to. They're telling you how they really feel. Or you are the new things that you're passionate about, or the new goals that you have, you're speaking them out loud to people that don't want to see you succeed. And so maybe watch what things you're saying, even if they're to yourself. If we're nurturing delusions and we're watching what we are listening to and watching and what we're feeding our brain, maybe that also includes the things that you are saying. Loosen up, control freaks. Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. Gotcha. Sorry, I read that wrong. You don't have to be in control all the time. Just wait and see how it happens. Add a little fun in. It's gonna happen. It's gonna correct itself. Get the ugly, cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Don't forget to cry sometimes. There's nothing wrong with nurturing not only your delusions, but your emotions, those overflowing emotions, that intensity. Go ahead and cry. Watch a sad movie. Make yourself cry. Get it out of your system so that you can see clearly and can continue to move forward. So our last card, we only had one chakra card pop up for this pile. And it's our sacral chakra. Interesting. That works perfect with everything we've talked about here, with our creativity and new passions. Oh, I just noticed this security card. Yeah, I think I mentioned it's financial security, but I definitely am getting that now. This new passion or new goals that you now have the time opened up for you to be able to maybe like go after them a little bit. You will have the secure. Maybe you think you won't have the security, or there might be a financial problem holding you back from chasing those dreams or starting those new passions, but you will have financial security. Okay, and last, this sacral chakra, sexuality. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex. I am open to the positive, sensual feelings coming to me from others. At the same time, I keep my sexual activities well directed and in balance. I feel like this might not be for everyone, but definitely for some. It is possible that new adventure has something to do with your sexuality, or, oh, look at that. Look at how those two connected there. It is very possible that you being in control, if you are in a relationship, it is very possible that you are being too controlling or too focused on the things that you are stressing about or the things of the past, and are not allowing yourself a little bit of fun. And maybe for you, that fun is in sexual energy. So that's the end of pile 2. I hope this connected. Let me know if it did or did not. Bye. Hello, my pile 3s. So pile 3 was the martyr, sacrifice and self-reflection. So she's upside down. It is definitely the first thing that pops out to me. These mountains below her are also mountains like of rainbow. Very cool. So, there's some planets, some stars. Perspective. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so you are probably coming out of this energy or in it. I feel like you are being released from this energy. You have had a shift in perspective. Or you need it. Sacrifice and self-reflection. She does not seem to be in sacrifice. She does seem to be in self-reflection. The way she's meditating, peacefully hanging upside down, definitely puts me in the mind of the hanged man or the hanged one. You need a shift of perspective. Maybe you are looking at things with too much sacrifice and not in the right areas. You are being hard on yourself, speaking bad words to yourself, but you are connected with the universe. The universe is there for you, holding you up. Let's see what tarot cards we get for you. Oh, okay, that jumped out of there. Four of Pentacles. That is a very interesting Four of Pentacles. It seems to be, okay, we'll just take the one off top there. That Four of Pentacles almost seems like the brain is on fire. And then our other cards are in reverse. Interesting. And we got the Hanged one again. Look at that. So it is definitely a shift of perspective. The Martyr was the guide, the main card for this. But then we also, for just in case you weren't sure, got the Hanged Man. And I noticed in this one, she's hanging. This is almost erotic. It kind of gives you the feel of an acrobat, maybe, or there's this, I can't think of the name of it, but there are these, there is a group of people that put on shows that are erotic shows, but they tie the other person up in ropes. And that's kind of what this is giving me. I don't think someone else is tying you up in ropes. I think maybe it is you. So let's go in order. Sorry. The Four of Pentacles. And this seems as if this brain is on fire. It's also wearing a crown. These dark gray vibes, the smoke. It's all in your head. You are the leader. You already wear the crown. You already have what you're looking for and what you need. But maybe the power of it all, or the worry of it all, is it's burning your mind. It's distracting you. Which makes perfect sense on why we need the Hanged Man. Which is why she is in this nice little gold bubble. You see that? And that bubble is almost making it seem to where she is oblivious to everything else. This is also giving me crown chakra. And this is the skull here. Crown chakras for both of these cards. You need to change the way you think. Self-reflection. The way that you are thinking about things, the way that you are seeing things, the way you are, the eyes or the lenses in which you choose to look through are causing you to over worry, to burn yourself out, to not be able to look at the full picture and realize that you are already the leader. You are in tune with your crown chakra. You know what's going on. This ball is also right around her head, again, in both cards. That you are connected to the universe, to the bigger picture. And the last thing we got here, which is in reverse, the Hierophant. I don't know much about the original meaning of the Hierophant card. However, in this card, let's look at it right side up first. This raven or crow, I think both of them are associated with death. But this black bird has two heads. There are some keys in here, in the fine details in the back. And this beetle, which is very interesting. The beetle seems to have almost eagle wings, big bird wings. The wings are not out on this two-headed raven or a crow. Okay, so there's perspective again. There's two ways to look at things. The raven that's looking down has the key. The one that's looking up has this symbol of life. I know this is like an Egyptian symbol that I do believe is associated with life. Two ways of looking at these things. Both of these things fly. The raven, the beetle, but the big wings are out on the beetle, the smaller thing. So what I'm getting from this is that you are focusing on the small things and giving the small things the wings it needs to take flight. Where the big things, the bigger picture of life is being avoided. It's not really being looked at. This bird is looking down. There's less attention happening here where it's about life than happening here where it is giving the power to such a small thing. But this is above you. This is not what you need to be focusing on. You need to release this energy. Let's get into these oracle cards. We've got 9 truth. You know this truth. What came to my mind, small side story. Someone called me recently and told me about their dream, and they were waiting on me to be able to elaborate and tell them more about it. But what I got from the dream was exactly what the dream pointed out, which was that the way she was talking to others around her was not okay with the people around her, and it made them angry. And she's like, well, what message do I get from this? And I'm like, exactly that message. To watch how you talk to the people around you. And so I say in this, I think this truth card is to let you know you see it already. You know what the truth is in the situation. And you are just being the martyr. You are not looking at it from the right eyes. You're not being the power that you could be. Listen to your own truth. Compassion. That truth might not necessarily be something that you like. It might not be something you want to hear or that you want to agree with. Give yourself compassion. Embrace the truth. Accept the truth. And be able to move on. I come in peace, but I mean business. Spirit is coming to you, and it might seem like it's a bit harsh, but they're not coming to you to be harsh. They are coming to you to get things done. It's time for you to make moves, and you can't make those moves until you can get the change in mindset and the change in perspective that you need. Please think of the things in your life that you are proud of, that fulfill you, that make you happy, and write them down somewhere. And look at that list every time you feel that you are failing. Every day, take the time and write something down. Whether you need to wake up in the morning and write it down, whether you want to write it down before you go to bed, jot it down in your phone as you do things. And these things can be simple. It can just simply be, I cleaned my kitchen today. I took a bath today. I took a nap. I gave myself the rest my body needed. It doesn't always have to be some grand big thing. Life is throwing enough small things, enough setbacks at us for us to not need to do it to ourselves as well. Take the time to focus on some of the bigger things. I found that every time I asked for permission, the answer tended to be no. So I had to make my own yes. Again, this is a mindset thing. I feel like this pile is very clear. It is all in the mind. If you are waiting on some big sign to tell you, yeah, go for it, it's not going to happen. You have to trust yourself and jump out there and get things done. You're a hot mess. Clean yourself up. This Four of Pentacles was a hot mess. It's burned out. It is smoking and on fire inside the brain. Everything behind it is gray and dull, and it's in a beautiful city, and it's completely blacked out. It's the last thing you notice because your mindset is off. It will lie to your face. This is what I mean when I say sometimes you have to make your own. Yes, you can't just wait on there to be some giant sign telling you to move. Just move. Waiting on it. Waiting on a big sign that says, okay, yeah, this is the time to go. There's a saying that when things are running too good, something's wrong. Make it. Trust in yourself. Change your mindset. Make your own yeses. And move. So again, we only got one chakra card for this one too, which I feel pulling these cards was actually like the easiest of all the decks. And I feel like this kind of shows it was because this message is very clear. What you are transitioning into for you is more, what are you transitioning out of? You're transitioning out of being the martyr. And one of your ways to work on this, is the throat chakra. Takes us back to the truth and that story I was telling you about my friend's dream. Okay, let's read this. I communicate openly and honestly to express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I share my inner knowledge freely, with integrity and without fear. My aim is to be fully understood by others. I am open to giving and receiving praise, and I will be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me. I inquire about others' thoughts and feelings, as listening to their truth can be uplifting. Listening to their truth. Truly allowing others to feel safe enough around you to tell you the truth, to tell you their truth, can allow you to be able to see the truth in yourself, to see where you are the martyr, to see where you are burning yourself out instead of embracing wearing the crown. The truth is right there, right in front of your face. And if you can allow others to feel that they can express themselves clearly, and you express yourself clearly, with compassion, coming in peace, will allow you to finally see what you need and be able to move forward and change your perspective in the way that you want. So that's it for this pile. I know this message was a little more intense and a little more direct than the others, but I hope that you got the answer that you needed and that this hit home for you. Let me know how you feel about it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.